So, according to Stephen Bear, there are around 400 animal rights groups in the U.S., and within those, 2 million members. I assume many of you own some type of pet, and you would not want to see that pet go through tremendous amounts of pain. I've done significant research on this topic without any bias. Animal testing for cures, diseases, and toxins in particular should be made illegal just because there are various problems. The problems being they are cruel and inhumane, and it costs a lot of money. And the solution to this would be alternative tests. First, I'm going to talk about how it is cruel and inhumane. So the animals don't have any choice. They can't just get up and leave whenever they want to. And if we were to switch the roles, we would not want to be in that same position as them. We wouldn't want to go through the pain like that for the sake of those testing on us. So can you imagine if dogs ruled the world and we were tested on? That would not be good for any of us at all. And according to Alex Bono, did you know that the main animals that are tested on are mice, rats, dogs, cats, fish, guinea pigs, rabbits, and rabbits. So at first you think, you know what, just mice and rats, not bad. But it's dogs and cats. We all love dogs and cats. I mean, and guinea pigs and rabbits. But mainly it's dogs and cats that we all care about. And these animals are forced to drink chemicals and also are injected with viruses to see how their bodies react to it. There is an LD50 test done by the EPA, which is the Environment Protection Agency, which records how much chemical kills 50% of a test group. So they want to do a test, they use this, and they just see how much of the test group dies, which is not good at all. And these animals have to go through excruciating pain. They suffer convulsions, severe abdominal pain, seizures, and tremors. And so this is a nice little beagle. You can name it whatever you want. You have the cutest name ever. It's your best friend, and you love it. Normal beagle not tested on. This is a beagle that is tested on. Unfortunately, it's not the same beagle, but it is chained up, and unfortunately, you can't really see. But this has bleeding from its eyes, and I'm sure it suffered a lot of the other painful things too. Now, a counter argument that could be made is that these tests have led to cures and treatments, which is very true. But it has also caused a lot of problems, like some tests that have been done have actually gone to human trials and then caused problems for the humans also. And another counter argument that could be made is that these animals are good test subjects, but I don't know really how you can compare a little guinea pig to a human being. Next, I'm going to move on to how animal testing costs too much money. So according to Myra Scarew, quote, the cost of animal testing a single substance using animals is $2 million. That's a lot of money. So unfortunately, I could not find any reliable databases on how much it costs annually, but from the looks of it, it costs around $14 billion each year. The money could be put to something more useful, and $14 billion is a lot of money. So another counter could be made is that these animal testing is necessary due to ethical purposes. But if we don't want the test to be done on humans because some problems would go wrong, why would we want to test it on animals first then? Because they're the ones that suffer. Finally, I would like to talk to you about the solution. So there are many alternative tests that don't require animals and get just as good as results. Alex Bono said, quote, while it costs $2 million to use animal groups, it only costs $100 per chemical for in vitro testing. So in vitro testing is using for toxins and stuff like that. And according to Rebecca Kessler, quote, researchers found a more humane way to test for neurotoxicity, so toxins. Researchers used human neural cells and separated them from a neural tube, which they then migrated and produced a wide variety of cells from bone to cartilage in the head to other tissues. So we wouldn't need animals for neurotoxin tests anymore. We can just produce tissues from other things. And Bella Abzug said, quote, finding alternative methods was so important for someone that a man named Michael Balls, who worked at a European institute, I'll just say that because it's a very, very long institute name. He worked at a European institute, and he called for a greater effort to be made to find replacements for animals. So he was doing a lot of tests, and he wanted to halt everything and find an alternative method to stop the animal suffering. Now I will bring the speech to a close. So I've talked about the problems, how it is cruel and inhumane, and how it costs a lot of money. And I've talked about the solution, which can be alternative testing. And I hope you've all learned a little something about animal testing. And even though I may not have convinced you, that to stand up against this. I hope it makes you think about animals with a little bit more compassion.